Hi, I'm Barb Colaroso. It truly is a joy and an honor to be presenting at the 23rd Annual Fathers and Family International Conference. The title of my work is Parenting with Wit and Wisdom, a session packed with solid practical advice for parents of children from toddlers to teenagers that shows how each one of us can utilize the very stuff of family life: chores, mealtime, sibling rivalry, toilet training, bedtime, allowances, and more to create a home environment in which children can become self-disciplined, compassionate, responsible, resourceful, resilient human beings who can act in their own best interest, stand up for themselves, and exercise their own rights, at the same time respecting the rights and legitimate needs of others. I'll be discussing the keys to good parenting: treating kids with respect, giving them a sense of positive power in their lives, giving them opportunities to make their own decisions, take responsibility for their actions, and learn from their own successes and mistakes. I'll also be discussing the difference between discipline and punishment, why one works and the other only appears to, as well as bribes and threats and rewards and punishments, and how they can interfere with raising an ethical human being, and what would be the alternatives to those. We'll also look at basic family structures: the rigid brick wall, the jellyfish, and the backbone. Of course, I'll be looking mostly at the backbone family. Backbones give us flexibility you don't get from rigid brick wall, and we need to be flexible when we're raising our children. But it also gives us an environment that's conducive to creative, constructive, and responsible activity we don't get from a jellyfish model. And all of us have elements of all of those within us. And we all have that parenting toolbox: compliments of the parents who raised us, the community we grew up in, and the culture we grew up in. Some of you grew up in very vital, functioning, healthy families. You're so lucky. You reach into that toolbox for a hammer, you'll pull out a hammer. The rest of us who came from less than vital, functioning, healthy families will reach in for a hammer, we'll pull out a hatchet and make a mess of what we're doing. And my goal is to have you examine the tools that are in your toolbox. What ones do you really want to keep that serve you well? And what ones do you need to discard and replace with new, more practical, more reasonable, and more deeply caring tools? I look forward to seeing you in my session.